How's it going, guys? My name is Niko Giantsopoulos, goalkeeper for York United FC. FOOTY 258 reached out to me. I got some questions you guys want answered. So growing up, I played every sport you can in school, mostly basketball, volleyball, hockey, and soccer. If it was a sport, I wanted to try it out. Growing up, the two I really stuck with was hockey in the winter and then soccer in the summer. I was a defenseman in hockey. I really liked it. When I was younger, I actually liked playing hockey more than soccer. I think my natural talent was in soccer, but I enjoyed playing hockey more, especially because all my friends were hockey players. There's not many people, at least locally, that were playing soccer at the time. So hockey really took a lot of my time and was kind of my first passion when it came to sports. It wasn't until later that I kind of got into soccer more seriously. But yeah, I love playing basketball as well. Volleyball, I loved playing that in school. I feel like it helped me become a better, well-rounded athlete. And I think that's good for being a goalkeeper. How you made the move over to Australia from college. So I played 4 years in the States at Calvin University, a Division III school in Grand Rapids, Michigan. At the end of my final year there, we made it to the NCAA tournament, ended up losing in the Final Four, but then my college career kind of came to an end. And an agent reached out to me asking me if I wanted to continue trying to play and see if I was interested in playing professionally. That was definitely something I thought about. It was something I kind of wanted to attack. I said yeah, and he's like, all right, great. I'm going to reach out to a couple clubs and see if there's any opportunities there. Didn't hear from the guy for about 6 weeks. His name was Sanford Carabin. And then one phone call in middle of February, end of February of 2016, he calls me and just says, hey, there's a team in Tasmania, Australia. They saw your video and they need a starting goalkeeper and they want to sign you now. No real trial. And all that. It was the only guarantee I had at the time. So I was excited, a chance to travel as well, but see a different side of the world and play football and make some money for it. That's really the opportunity I was looking for. So I had about a week to decide if I could sign the contract, and then I flew over there right at the beginning of March, and the season started basically as soon as I landed. So didn't have much time to think. It was kind of land on my feet and start running from there. So it was a great opportunity. Playing in Australia, what's it like? Biggest differences, the biggest difference, mentality, good and bad. So playing in Australia was great. I really enjoyed, first of all, playing with men. You know, in college, you're kind of always in this age category where you wouldn't play anyone when you're a freshman, the oldest someone you could be playing against is 21. So getting to Australia, playing against men was probably the biggest difference. You know, we had guys on our team that were in their 30s, but we also had young guys as well. So kind of playing in a senior environment was definitely the first thing I thought was different. It's a great opportunity, though, to step up and play a big role. And then when you're a starting goalkeeper, you're only 21, 22. You know, you kind of got to play like a man. So it was good for me. I kind of got thrown into the deep end, and it was either sink or swim, but that's kind of the way I like to do things, and had a really good career there. But yeah, definitely playing with men, realizing that now it is, you know, a source of income. It's taking care of your body and stuff like that. It's more stuff I started thinking about when I started playing in Australia. And it meant a lot more than maybe the games did in college. Sure, the student body in college cared, but you know, when you're playing for a city, it means a bit more. In the town of Devonport, where I first started my first year in Tasmania, real small town, but they really got around the community of the soccer club, and it was great. One of my favorite. It was a great first year to start. The community really bought into the team. We had a lot of success, to be honest, and that just really, when you're winning, everything's going well. The lifestyle in Australia was fun. It was pretty laid back. It was a good mixture. I mean, I felt like I could be myself off the pitch, kind of joking around and stuff like that. But when you're training, you're in that environment, it is serious, and it's the number one thing. But definitely they had a good balance, and that also made the transition a bit easier because it wasn't 100% business when I went over there. I was actually able to enjoy the culture, and I know I hear stories of my friends going to Europe and stuff like that. You didn't have to deal with that immediate pressure that, these stories that I heard. So it was a good way to ease into the professional game. My best moment in Australia had to have been that first season. Like I said, we had some success. We ended up winning the league. We ended up winning the local cup as well. Showed really well for the club. And just having that success in that tournament was was an exciting time for me, and it really helped propel my career, I feel like, after that, because I got a lot of exposure from those 2 games. Returning to play in Canada. So I played 3 years in Australia, and at the end of the year, I reached out to my friend Sergio Camargo, who was playing in Calgary for the PDL team there. Tommy Wheeldon Jr. was the coach. Kind of just reached out to Sergio, asking how he's been, how he's enjoying Calgary. And then I kind of finished at the end of the conversation, like, is there any opportunities there for a goalkeeper? And he said, yep, there's a prospect camp coming up in October. And I'm happy to reach out and send your video to them to see if they're interested. He did that for me. Tommy and the staff liked what they saw, I guess. They invited me into the prospects camp. And that was kind of when the ball started rolling with getting things sorted with the CPL, learning about the league, and the opportunity of playing for Cavalry arose from that. Best memory playing in Canada, definitely just, first of all, being a part of the very first CPL season. That was something special. We had a lot of success with Cavalry, especially in that first year. And just kind of enjoying it. We had a great team, met a lot of good people that I feel like I'm going to keep in touch with for the future. And yeah, it was just a real enjoyable year with some good teammates, great coaching staff, and the league. It was awesome to be part of the first ever CPL league. Advice to someone who's the number 2 mentality when you start. So for me, obviously, when I went to Cavalry, I was the number 2 goalie there. The other goalie that was there, I was training with, was Marco Carducci. He's a really well-known Canadian goalkeeper, but we worked really well together. We battled every single day. I would like to think I was pushing him to be better, and then he pushed me to be better. So it was a really great working environment that we had. And I think Jordan Santiago, the goalkeeper coach there, made sure that environment was set from day one. We worked really well together, and it was great. My mentality going into it was, I love to train, I love to grind, I love that competition factor that I had with Marco. And yeah, that would be my mentality going into it. Don't get caught up in all that. I mean, if you're playing at this level, you have to love it. And I love training, and I love going to practice every day. So, yeah, I know a lot of people find it tough being the second string, but I love training and being in that environment every day. I knew I was getting better, and I knew at the end of that season, the end of the next season, whatever it may have been, I was going to be a better goalkeeper, and that's all I want for my career. So why wouldn't I want to be a part of that environment for the year or 2 years that I spent at Calgary? What to look out for in the future? I mean, I guess for my end, new season. Now I'm playing with York United. Excited to be back playing for my hometown team. That was kind of something I was intrigued by, and when your hometown clubs comes and asks you to be the number 1, it's kind of a no-brainer. So I'm excited to get this chapter of my career started. And yeah, hopefully we could have a regular season with, hopefully COVID settles down a bit. 2020 was an interesting year, but hopefully 2021 could really be the rebound year, and could really, the CPL can put Canadian soccer back on the map. And yeah, hoping for a competitive year and a lot of success for the league. And if some success can come to York United, I'm hoping for that too. But yeah, it's excited for 2021. And yeah, stay safe, everyone. Hope everyone's good. Happy holidays. And yeah, see you around.
For more content like this, like, share, and subscribe.
Niki himself is going to step up and try and put his side back into the lead as Giantsopoulos comes out to play. Hey! Well, there's a slice of Niko Giantsopoulos.